In today's review, we're going to take a look at the Buck Rogers Land Rover produced by Mego in 1979. This toy is based on the Land Rover that featured in the pilot episodes of the Buck Rogers TV series. It was only used in one episode of Buck Rogers and never seen again. The toy itself looks pretty much like the vehicle in the show and is supposedly based on blueprints for the vehicle. So I guess that's why it's so accurate. As with all of these Mego vehicles for the Buck Rogers line, they're very cheaply made. The plastic is really sort of flimsy and brittle, so finding them complete and unbroken is actually pretty hard going, because it does tend to snap or get broken pretty easily. Overall, the look of the toy is quite nice. It has very few play features to it. As you can see, it's a simple model with just a few stickers added to it and some removable pieces. I am actually missing one of these panels and one light, but I still have the gun on the top. If you push the toy along, the tracks work and it makes a clicking noise. There you go. So not exactly the most amazing of sounds, but again pretty standard for a toy of the 70s. You can flip open the front and it fits at least 3 figures. There are seats for 3, but there is plenty of space in the back for putting other figures, although it's very hard actually to get them out of the toy. And that really is the only play feature, an opening lid. The gun at the top rotates, but that doesn't really do that much, and there's no place to put a figure sort of to angle it or move it. And the rest of it is just, you know, for show. These toys don't come up that often on eBay. They're pretty hard to come by at the moment. I guess a lot of people don't really realise what it is because it doesn't stand out much, and on the markings on the bottom it doesn't say a great deal. It just says Robert C. Dill, which is the guy who created Buck Rogers. As you can see with my one, the stickers have started to fall off quite readily. All the glue is drying on them, so this is again pretty common with these old vehicles. Overall though, it looks pretty nice, but because of the cheap plastic that it's made of, it is a pretty naff toy. It's a shame that Mego didn't bother to spend some more time on these vehicles and give them a little bit of extra love, but I guess it's a sign of the 70s. Cheap and cheerful is what they were after, and they were trying to compete with Star Wars, which really did have an edge on this market. Overall though, it looks good, it's cheap, but it does display quite nicely, so I would recommend getting these if you're a fan of Buck Rogers. Anyway, thanks for watching.